Take a look at these Taran Tactical Extended Magazine base plates. Now, Taran Butler, of course, is a very accomplished competition shooter, does a lot of training for celebrities. You've probably seen him all over the internet. He's one of the best three-gun shooters we have in the country, and these are some of the best products I've seen in terms of reliable extensions on magazines, not just for competition, but also for personal protection or duty use. And in fact, you can see this one's pretty beat up. This one I used in testing for a long time. Didn't really want to trust these for personal defense or recommend them to students until I was sure that I personally approved of them and that I knew that they worked. This magazine and several other magazines with Taran extensions have been used by me and several students in classes over the last year, and I definitely feel confident in these magazine extensions. So I actually use this. This is my duty gun. Of course, I'm a reserve sheriff's deputy, and this is my duty gun, and this is my primary duty magazine. What you'll see here is when we insert this magazine, and I'm not going to go ahead and chamber around here in the studio, but you'll see that this extension comes far below the grip. What that means is that in this situation, I'm going to get a much more positive insertion of that magazine because I'm not worried about going flush. So I have more standoff from the grip itself and from my hand. It's much more likely that I'll get that magazine in. Also, when it comes time for a malfunction, if I have some kind of a double feed, I have a situation where the magazine won't drop free, this gives me plenty of grip area for my hand to rip the magazine out underneath of my hand and the magazine well. Now, this wouldn't be something that I would carry inside of a gun for defensive carry, obviously, because I'm probably carrying concealed. But on duty or for a spare magazine, something I'm going to carry in a bag or something I'm going to be carrying in my body or in a pocket, having this magazine extension makes a lot of sense. So Taran makes these magazine extensions for lots of different guns, obviously including ARs. This one happens to be a 308 AR mag, goes on to the PMag. He makes them also, obviously, for the 5.56, 223 magazines. Pistols, several pistols, XDMs, the CZ, obviously the SIGs and the Glocks and the M&Ps as well. Taran is pretty much catered to the competition realm for the most part, and that's where these magazine extensions are the most popular, but I'm starting to see more and more application for them from defensive-oriented people who have spare magazines especially, or officers who are carrying on duty, where everything's exposed anyway, the duty belt obviously is taking up a lot of space, and having the extra 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 rounds that come from the extensions, or even just having a little bit of an extended base pad, as you can see, to give you more grip and more standoff for positive insertion isn't a bad idea. Once you pop the old base plate off, these are also very easy to install. Pop the standard base plate off. We'll put that little base back on there, and then we slide this on from back to front on the M&P magazines. Each pistol magazine might be a little bit different, and we push this retention pin right up there, and then of course we just set that screw in to make sure that that doesn't go away. This will be super solid. Obviously it's improved from plastic. Now we have this metal part, which is going to be better. It gives us a little more weight and definitely more space and more rounds. So Taran Tactical Magazine Extensions, take a look at them, not just for competition use, but also for your home defense, any patrol issues, or spare magazines. If you're the kind of guy that can conceal a full-size gun with an extension, great. Conceal it. You'll have more rounds, deal with your worst-case scenario without having to reload, and you'll have more positive reloads. In that worst-case scenario, you also have more to hold on to when clearing a magazine from a gun that has a double feed or other complicated malfunction.